What's the recipe for surprising the kids, treating yourself, and ditching dish duty? You're looking at it. Order your Pizza Hut faves like original pan, original stuffed crust, and more at pizzahut.com. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
Spring is here, and that means grilling season. Mike's Bilo in Reynoldsville has all your grilling needs covered with chicken, steak, pork chops, and more. You can check out all of Mike's Bilo's weekly specials from the comfort of your home at mikesbilo.com, where you will also find online coupons and recipes. Visit Mike's Bilo on South 5th Street in Reynoldsville today. Mike's Bilo's Foods, your friendly hometown supermarket.
In both baseball and softball, as in bowling, there's nothing better than a perfect strike. And DuBois Lanes on the Beeline in DuBois has been serving up a striking good time for nearly 70 years and is here for all your bowling needs. At DuBois Lanes, we have open bowling, leagues, birthday parties, and other special events, along with a great pro shop. Call today for open bowling hours or to book your next event. 814-371-0344. Check us out online at DuBoisLanes.com. DuBois Lanes is hoping for a striking year for the DCC Cardinals.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another edition of High School Softball on the YDL Sports Network. Tonight, powered by AccuShore in DuBois, 814-371-5270. AccuShore in DuBois is the official insurance provider of the YDL Sports Network. I'm Chris Rossetti. I'm here at beautiful Heindel Field in DuBois, getting ready for this Jefferson County, technically Jefferson Clearfield County showdown between the Brockway Rovers and the DuBois Central Catholic Lady Cardinals. It's the season opener for the defending District 9 Class 1A champion Lady Cardinals. While Brockway has gotten in a couple of games already, they are 1-1, a 12-11 win over Bradford on Friday, and a 20-16 loss to Union AC Valley yesterday right here at Heindel Field. That was a game in which Brockway led 14-3, but a costly error kept the mercy rule from happening, and Union AC Valley was able to rally for the victory in that game. So best way to get away from a loss that maybe you feel you shouldn't have had is to get right back onto the field, and that is what Brockway is doing tonight. DuBois Central Catholic under George Heigl, high expectations again for the Lady Cardinals, who went out in the opening round of the PIAA playoffs a year ago, which I think they felt was probably a little earlier than they were expecting, and I know they've put in a lot of work to make sure that doesn't happen again this year. Take a look here at the starting lineups. First for Brockway, it'll be Rena Spindle leading off and playing first base. Sophia Schmader bats second and at shortstop. Mika Smith bats third and does the catching. Josie Orinko bats fourth and is in left field. Isabella Patton bats fifth. She plays in center field. Elijah Powell batting sixth and in right field. Lily Helburn is in the 7 hole. She is the third baseman. Bailey Carberry is the designated player. She is batting eighth, and Sierra Framer will bat ninth and play second base. So for the Lady Rovers, it's Spinda, Schmader, Smith, Orenko, Patton, Powell, Helbrun, Carberry, and Sierra Framer. They'll be going against Riley Kolbetsky, the sophomore for DCC in the circle. Her lineup behind her will include Lauren Davidson leading off and playing shortstop. Kolbetsky will bat second, do the pitching. Kaylee Franklin will bat third and play at second base. Malia Mitscavich is the third baseman. She bats in the number 4 hole. Lydia Morgan is batting fifth today. She plays first base. Kaylee Rizzer will bat in the 6th hole. She is the center fielder. Lexi Berta batting seventh and playing in left field. Kiki Foster gets to start out in right field and bats eighth. And Jesse Frank will bat ninth and do the catching. So for DCC, again, that's Davidson, Kolbatsky, Franklin, Mitscavich, Morgan, Rizzer, Berta, Foster, and Frank. We're going to step aside, thank some of our sponsors. When we come back, it'll be time for softball here at Heindel Field. Glad to have you along on this beautiful late March, early evening on the YDL Sports Network.
With convenient locations in DuBois, Ridgeway, St. Mary's, and Warren, you don't have to travel far to get your game-winning smile with Cole Orthodontic Associates. The orthodontists of Cole Orthodontic Associates have been crafting beautiful, healthy smiles in north central Pennsylvania since 1960. Born and raised in the area, the doctors and staff at Cole Orthodontic Associates are committed to the people of this region. Visit colesmiles.net to schedule an appointment or consultation at the location nearest you today.
Tap and Pay Plus is fundraising for the 21st century. Nothing to sell, nothing to hand out, nothing to do other than shop like you normally do. Have everybody that you know download the Tap and Pay Plus fundraising app and use it to pay at any of our 300 plus national brand partners. Then watch the money roll in. Learn more at tapandpayplus.com.
Golfing at one of the prettiest golf courses around is what you get when you play around at Hunter Station Golf Club just outside of Tonesta. Located in the Allegheny Mountains with a spectacular view of the Allegheny River, Hunter Station offers something for everyone. The rolling hills of the front nine, coupled with a back nine situated along the banks of the Allegheny River, create some of the best views in all of northwestern PA. And when you're done with your round, enjoy a delicious meal or a cold drink in our restaurant and bar. Looking for a place to stay? Hunter Station has you covered there too with play and stay packages. Find out more at hunterstation.com. Are you hungry? Of course you're hungry. And Daddy's on Main Street in Clarion is ready to tackle that hunger for you. Serving amazing food since 2008, Daddy's has been Clarion's go-to stop whenever hunger strikes. Whether it's a good old-fashioned hot dog or hamburger, a salad, or something from their rotating chef's menu. Yes, I said rotating chef's menu. Daddy has you covered. You can order ahead by calling 814-223-4687 or come on in and dine in. Have a big event you are catering? Daddy's can do that too. Like Daddy's on Facebook at Daddy's Clarion and stop in today. You won't be disappointed. With locations in Shippenville and Tonesta, Tonesta Builder Supply is a full-service home improvement center specializing in everything you need to build or remodel your home. From power tools and accessories to paint and sundries and general hardware merchandise, Tonesta Builders has everything you need to get your project done quickly. Find out more at tonestabuilders.us and like them on Facebook. So as Riley Kolbatsky takes her warm-up pitches, she'll be backed up by the following defense. Lydia Morgan will be at first. Kaylee Franklin will be at second. Lauren Davidson, the shortstop. Malia Mitscavich is over at third base. Lexi Bird is in left. Kaylee Rizzer is in center. And Kiki Foster in right. Jesse Frank doing the catching for Kolbatsky. So again, that's Morgan, Franklin, Davidson, Mitscavich, first to third. Berta, Risser, and Foster left to right. Frank doing the catching for Kolbatsky. Kolbatsky exploded onto the scene last year and pitched DuBois Central Catholic to another District 9 title. Getting ready to get her sophomore season kicked off here in the circle. The Lady Cardinals did suffer a setback of sorts when Marina Haynes tore her ACL in basketball season, but talking to her dad, Doug, today, great news for them here recently. The surgery she had, it's some new things being done, and she can be back before the end of this season, which is just fabulous. I mean, she's 6 weeks out from surgery, already been cleared to do some swinging and some 50% running and things like that. So great news for Miss Haynes there. And that injury, unfortunately, happened on a game that you watched right here on the YDL Sports Network. So Spinda will step in, the left-handed slapper for Brockway as we get ready to get underway here. First pitch on the outside corner, strike one. So Kolbatsky wastes no time pounding the zone. Sets for the 0-1. Called strike two, and it's no balls and two strikes. Kolbatsky grew up with a lot of these Brockway players, knows them very well, but probably knows their strengths and weaknesses inside and out. Wind in the 0-2. Swing and a miss. Strike three. First strikeout of the season for Riley Kolbatsky.
Now brings up shortstop, number 9,
Sophia Schmader stepping to the plate. First pitch, swing and miss. Strike one. Second game of the day for us is Cranberry Baseball defeated North Clarion 5-4 over at Showers Field. Game that started at 1 o'clock. You watched right here on the YDL Sports Network. That ball is popped up and it'll be caught there by Frank as it had some English and came back. And so there's two away here in the Brockway first. Bring up Mika Smith, the catcher for Brockway. Kobatsky's first pitch, swung on and missed, strike one. Next pitch is swung on and missed, strike two. Kobatsky ready with the 0-2. Called, strike three. It's a 1-2-3 inning for Riley Kobatsky. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base for Brockway. At the end of a half an inning here in DuBois, it's Brockway nothing, DuBois Central Catholic coming to bat. You're watching high school softball, the YDL Sports Network, powered by Acrisure right here in DuBois.
When it's your special day, we know you want everything to be just perfect. That's why at the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, we spared no expense in creating our new indoor-outdoor wood-framed event center with waterfalls, gorgeous views of the Allegheny River, a fire pit, and plenty of parking. The Allegheny Grill in Foxburg will take care of everything from catering to bartending, so all you have to do is bring the fun. We do it all for your wedding, anniversary party, corporate event, and so much more. One look at our new facility and we know you'll fall in love. And remember, the view is always free at the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, PA.
When most places start preparing for a long winter's nap, we start living our best life. The mountainsides burning with color ignite something inside that now is the time to embrace what's around us. Warren County, Pennsylvania really is paradise, as we are surrounded with beautiful places and smiling faces. Warren County, Pennsylvania. Find your adventure, find your peace.
Back here at Heindel Field as Miley Watson takes her warm-up tosses. Watson will face Davidson, Kobatsky, and Franklin for DCC here in the first. Her defense has spinned it first. Sierra Freemer's at second, Schmader's at short, Helbron is over at third, Arinko's in left, Patton in center, Powell is in right, Smith doing the catching for Watson. Smith throws it down to second base, and we're about ready to get underway here.
Leading off for the Lady Cardinals is shortstop, number 19, Lauren Davidson.
So Lauren Davidson playing shortstop and leading off today. She lays down a bunt, and it's foul, strike one. So no balls on a strike here. That's outside, and it's one ball and one strike. One pitch here from Watson. Misses outside, and it's 2-1. Watson ready with the 2-1. Swing and a miss, strike two, and it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Winding the 2-2. That stays inside, and it's now full. 3 balls and 2 strikes on Davidson, leading off the first here for DCC. Wind, and there's a ground ball. Shortstop Schmader up with it. Throw across the diamond, and there's one away here in the DCC first inning. So Watson able to get Davidson to ground out. That'll bring up Riley Kolbatsky. So Kolbatsky steps in. First pitch to her. On the outside corner, strike one. Here's the 0-1. Called strike two, and it's no balls and 2 strikes on Kolbatsky. Wind in the 0-2 by Watson. Stays low, 1 ball and 2 strikes. One, two, swing and a miss, strike 3. So good start here for Watson and Brockway. 2 away here in the DCC first. That'll bring up Malia Mickiewicz. Oh, Kelly Franklin, I'm sorry. Mickiewicz bats clean up. Skipped right over Franklin. Sorry about that, Callie. Now she hopes Brockway just forgot about her too. Winding the pitch. Stays low. Ball 1. First inning being brought to you by DuBois Lanes. Winding the 1-0. Mickiewicz, base hit up the middle. First hit of the season for DCC. Playing it out there is Patton. She'll quickly get it in. And Franklin will stop at first base with the leadoff, or at the 1-2-out single to center. So now Malia Mickiewicz will step to the plate. Speaking of bowling, Leah, fantastic bowler. College scholarship actually awaiting her in bowling. Watson's first pitch. She shows bunt. Runner takes off for second, and she's out as Smith throws out Franklin trying to steal second. And the inning comes to a close for DCC in the first. No runs, a hit, no errors, and nobody left on base. At the end of one full inning here at Heindel Field in DuBois, it is Brockway nothing, DuBois Central Catholic nothing. You're watching high school softball on the YDL Sports Network, D9and10sports.com.
All American HQ Custom Apparel and Engraving can do almost anything on almost everything. We're your one-stop shop for your custom needs. All American HQ Custom Apparel and Engraving. We can do almost anything on almost everything.
Fran Morelli Sales and Service is a family-owned and operated used car dealership and auto repair facility that has been serving Brockway, Pennsylvania since 1976. At Fran Morelli Sales and Service, we stock a wide variety of used cars, trucks, vans, and SUVs. You never have to worry about buying a vehicle from us, with each of our vehicles in our inventory going through a rigorous inspection process to make sure that your vehicle is in the best condition. Call our team of experts today at 814-265-1330 and check us out at franmorelli.com. Back here at Heindel Field as we go to the second inning, brought to you by Mike Spilo. Mike Spilo in Reynoldsville. Josie Orenko, Isabella Patton, and Eliza Powell will be the hitters 4, 5, and 6 for Don Allenbaugh's Brockway Lady Rovers against Riley Kolbatsky of DuBois Central Catholic. Kolbatsky, a pair of strikeouts in that first inning. There's a called strike. One in the 0-1. Called strike 2, and it's no balls and 2 strikes. That ball is fouled straight back. Well, no, they're going to say she missed it. And Frank's throw is going to go out into right field. So it's going to be a strikeout, but a wild pitch that allows Aranko to reach. I thought that ball had been tipped, but it was so high that she couldn't even get a hold of it. But she does reach on the wild pitch. So Aranko is at first. Is the third strikeout for Kolbatsky, though. Laying down a bunt and fouling it off as the left-handed hitting Patton. Strike one. Showing bunt again and fouling it away is Patton, and it snowballs in 2 strikes. Wine in the 0-2. Called strike 3. Another strikeout for Kolbatsky. That's 4. I'll bring up Eliza Powell. Ranko's at first. She struck out but reached on the wild pitch. Quick throw down to first, getting back in safely. That ball was a little high, and it's 1 ball and no strikes. Winding the 1-0. Swing and a miss. 1 ball and 1 strike. So 1-1 on Powell. Ranko the runner at first with 1 out. Swing and a miss. Strike 2, and it's 1 ball and 2 strikes. Kolbatsky checks her wristband. Set in the circle with the 1-2. Winds and delivers. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Strikeout number 5 for Kolbatsky. She struck out 3 this inning, but the wild pitch still has the runner at first, so that'll bring up Lily Helburn. First pitch to Helburn, called strike 1. So Kolbatsky continues to pound the zone. Now she asks for a redo of the signals. DCC historically calls their pitches from the bench. There's a ball fouled at the plate, and it snowballs in 2 strikes. So 0-2 on Helburn. This game was originally scheduled for 4 o'clock up at DuBois Central Catholic High School's softball field, but like most grass dirt fields in the area, not playable, so moved to 6 o'clock here. Swing and a miss. Struck out 4 that inning. Does Kolbatsky in the second. No runs, no hits, no errors. 1 man left on base at the end of an inning and a half. It is DuBois Central Catholic nothing, Brockway nothing. You're watching high school softball on the YDL Sports Network, powered by Acrashore in DuBois, the official insurance provider of the YDL Sports Network. Call George Heigl at Acrashore or Jake Heigl at Acrashore at 814-371-5270. That's 814-371-5270. Today's game also being brought to you by the North Washington Rodeo. The North Washington Rodeo will once again provide professional rodeo services in Butler County, August 13th through the 17th, 2024. Come early and have dinner Gates open at 6, rodeo at 8, rain or shine, August 13th through the 17th, 2024 at the North Washington Rodeo Arena on Oneida Valley Road in Petrolia. Find out more at northwashingtonvfd.com/rodeo. That's northwashingtonvfd.com/rodeo. Tickets are $18 at the gate for adults, $16 in advance, $9 for kids 4 to 12 in the gate, $8 in advance. Tickets can be purchased by mail right to Rodeo, P.O. Box 94, North Washington, PA 16048. Again, you can find all that information on northwashingtonvfd.com/rodeo. So here in the bottom of the second, it'll be Mitscavage. She was in the box when Franklin was throwing out trying to steal second. She fouls the first pitch away, strike one. Wind in the 0-1. Misses outside, 1 ball and 1 strike. Ball is fouled at the plate, and it's 1 ball and 2 strikes. So Miley Watson ahead of Mitscavage here, 1-2. Wind in the 1-2. Little fister. Schmader plays it at shortstop across the diamond in time for out number 1. So Watson doing a really good job of keeping DCC's hitters off balance here in the early going. Lydia Morgan will step to the plate. Senior first baseman for DCC. First pitch misses for a ball. Wind in the 1-0 by Watson. Ground ball, base hit up the middle. Patton will play it and get it in, but Lydia Morgan with the 1-out single here in the second.
Now to bat is center fielder number 23, Kaylee Redson.
Second hit of the game for DCC. Kaylee Risser, the senior, great athlete heading to Teal to play basketball. Went over 1,000 points this past basketball season. That one is rolled in there, ball 1. Fantastic softball player, too. Was Rookie of the Year on the YDL Sports Network her freshman year. That misses, and it's 2 balls and no strikes. That is fouled off, and it's 2-1 on Risser. There's a ball hit into center field that'll be played on a bounce by Powell. And now DCC has runners at first and second. And just 1 out here for Lexi Berta. It's a ball outside. One in the 1-0. That's low, and it's 2 balls and no strikes on Berta. So DCC with the game's first threat here with runners at first and second. One out. Now Berta, base hit into right field. Around third, coming on home is Morgan, and DCC takes a 1-0 lead. Going to third on the play is Rizzer, and it's 1-0 Du Bois Central Catholic. On the base hit by Berta to right. Now you got to figure Berta will be headed towards second here on an early pitch to Kiki Foster. Ground ball, third baseman has it. Throw across the diamond by Hilburn. That's good. Runner comes to the plate and scoring is Rizzer as she took off after Hilburn threw to first. And so it'll be an RBI for Foster, and it's 2-0 Du Bois Central Catholic. So put the ball in play, make things happen. As Berta went all the way to third on that play. And Jesse Frank to the plate. Frank not at 100% right now. Had a bit of a hamstring problem that kept her pretty much out. I say pretty much because she did get a couple of minutes late in the season, both in the consolation game and PIAA. Well, actually in the PIAA playoffs, 2 games for DCC. But still not at 100%. It's 1 ball and 1 strike on Frank. That's way high. Nice job there by Smith to reach up and grab it and save a run. It's 2 balls and a strike. So 3 straight singles here in the second has helped DCC to the early 3-0 lead. Looking to add on here is Jesse Frank. It's now 3 balls and 1 strike on Frank. Good news for Frank with that hamstring is she's the catcher and can always be courtesy ran for. Winding to 3-1. Swing and a miss. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Watson set with the payoff pitch. Ball 4. So she'll draw the walk. That'll put runners at first and third. And we are going to get a runner here for Frank. Courtesy runner.
Courtesy runner for Jesse Frank is number 10, Lily Sachs.
So coming in to run here is Lily Sachs. So Sachs will be the courtesy runner with runners at the corners and the top of the lineup in Davidson. Davidson fouls the first pitch off, strike 1. Got to get that third run across on my scoreboard. There we go. No, it's 2 runs. They screwed me up on the. It's 2-0 DCC right now. Runners are at the corners. It's the first game for a lot of people here. Is Sachs steals second. 1 ball and 1 strike here on Morgan. The easiest way for the scoreboard operator would be if DCC just scored the run here. That's missed, and it's 2 balls and 1 strike. Jesse Frank's mom on the scoreboard does a fantastic job, but it's the first game of the season for everybody here, so. That's high, and it's now 3-1. Hey, folks, I thought I was the one wrong at first, so it's a good thing she said, hey, is it actually only 2? And I was like, I think it actually is only 2. I had to look at my scorebook, but definitely only 2. Wide in the pitch. There's a little looper, and now it's going to be 3, and it's going to be 4. As Sachs comes around and scores from second in front of Berta, and it's a 2-run single for Lauren Davidson. So it takes the 3-1 pitch, just kind of fists it out into center field there, and it's 4-0 DCC. Riley Kulbatsky at the plate now. There's a bunted ball. Pitcher Watson, quick throw over to first to end the inning, but not until DCC picks up 4 runs on 4 hits. There was no errors and 1 left on base. At the end of 2 full innings, it's DuBois Central Catholic leading Brockway 4-0. You're watching high school baseball, softball on the YDL Sports Network, powered by Acrisure in DuBois, the official insurance provider of the YDL Sports Network.
What's the recipe for surprising the kids, treating yourself, and ditching dish duty? You're looking at it. Order your Pizza Hut faves like original pan, original stuffed crust, and more at pizzahut.com. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
Spring is here, and that means grilling season. Mike's Bilo in Reynoldsville has all your grilling needs covered with chicken, steak, pork chops, and more. You can check out all of Mike's Bilo's weekly specials from the comfort of your home at mikesbilo.com, where you will also find online coupons and recipes. Visit Mike's Bilo on South 5th Street in Reynoldsville today. Mike's Bilo's Foods, your friendly hometown supermarket.
In both baseball and softball, as in bowling, there's nothing better than a perfect strike. And DuBois Lanes on the Beeline in DuBois has been serving up a striking good time for nearly 70 years and is here for all your bowling needs. At DuBois Lanes, we have open bowling, leagues, birthday parties, and other special events, along with a great pro shop. Call today for open bowling hours or to book your next event. 814-371-0344. Check us out online at DuBoisLanes.com. DuBois Lanes is hoping for a striking year for the DCC Cardinals.
So as we go to the top of inning number 3, it's 4-0 DuBois Central Catholic with a 4-run second inning. Big hit of that inning, the 2-run single by Lauren Davidson.
Leading off for the Brockway Rovers is designated player number 5, Bailey Carberry.
Bailey Carberry will lead off here. For those wondering, DuBois Central Catholic's baseball team defeated Brockway 9-0. So that's 2 wins without giving up a run for the Cardinals, and a little bit of a different look Cardinals team. They graduated a lot of players from last year's state runner-up team that were also members of that state championship team 2 years ago. But what they still have here in DuBois with the Cardinals is a lot of pitching, and a lot of pitching will take you very far during the season. There's a swing and a miss, strike 1. I would be completely stunned if it's not Clarion versus DuBois Central Catholic in the District 9 championship game, and maybe even the state title game again this year. 2 teams, probably the best Class A teams in the state. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Adam Fox at DCC Baseball does a fantastic job. Rob Jewett, Clarion Baseball, doing a great job as well. Lots of talent on those 2 teams, and they've battled all the way up from the Little League levels. No balls, 2 strikes here on Carberry. And this year, weather permitting, they will have a special opportunity to play a regular season game at PNC Park on April 27th at 6 o'clock. Imagine there'll be a lot of people there for that one. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Ground ball, foul ball. Still finding out whether we can broadcast that game at PNC Park, but if we can, we will. Wind in the 1-2. Little soft liner right at the first baseman, Morgan. 1 away here in the Brockway 3rd inning. That'll bring up Sierra Framer. Framer, the number 9 hitter. Batsky's first pitch is in there for a called strike. Batsky's only allowed the 1 base runner. That was on the wild pitch of the strikeout of Josie Orenko last inning. Swing and a miss, strike 2. No balls and 2 strikes on Framer. Sun starts to go down here a little bit. Wind in the 0-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Strikeout number 7 for Kolbatsky. And there's 2 away here in the Brockway third. Brianna Spinda to the plate. There's a foul ball, strike 1. Ball is fouled out of play and it snowballs in 2 strikes. So 1-2 on Spinda. She struck out in the first. Wind in the 0-2. Swing and a miss. Kolbatsky. 2 more strikeouts in the third. She's got 8 in the game. For Brockway, no runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. We head to the bottom of inning number 3 here on Acrisure in DuBois Insurance. High school softball, it is DuBois Central Catholic 4, Brockway nothing.
In both baseball and softball, as in bowling, there's nothing better than a perfect strike. And DuBois Lanes on the Beeline in DuBois has been serving up a striking good time for nearly 70 years and is here for all your bowling needs. At DuBois Lanes, we have open bowling, leagues, birthday parties, and other special events, along with a great pro shop. Call today for open bowling hours or to book your next event. 814-371-0344. Check us out online at DuBoisLanes.com. DuBois Lanes is hoping for a striking year for the DCC Cardinals.
With convenient locations in DuBois, Ridgeway, St. Mary's, and Warren, you don't have to travel far to get your game-winning smile with Cole Orthodontic Associates. The orthodontists of Cole Orthodontic Associates have been crafting beautiful, healthy smiles in north central Pennsylvania since 1960. Born and raised in the area, the doctors and staff at Cole Orthodontic Associates are committed to the people of this region. Visit colesmiles.net to schedule an appointment or consultation at the location nearest you today.
So as we head here to the bottom of inning number 3 for DCC, it'll be 3, 4, and 5 in the order. Franklin, Mickiewicz, and Morgan. Against Miley Watson. Ball is way high. Ball 1 to Franklin. Kaylee singled but was caught stealing in the first. Wind in the 1-0. Misses, and it's 2 balls and no strikes. Two and 0 here on Franklin. There's a ball hit down the right field line into the corner. Franklin on her way to second. She's not stopping there. She's heading to third. She's not going to stop there. She's coming home. She's going to have an inside the park home run for Kaylee Franklin. 5-0 DCC on the Franklin inside the park home run.
Third baseman, number 4, Mickiewicz. Lydia's laughing at me. Lydia was laughing.
So the inside the park home run by Franklin makes it 5-0, and now Mickiewicz takes ball 1. There's a ground ball. Schmader, nice play. Throw across the diamond, and it's dropped by the first baseman, Spinda. So Schmader had made a great play on that. Throw was right there, and Spinda just dropped it. So that'll be an error on the first baseman, Spinda. Putting a runner at first for DCC here. First error of the game brings up Lydia Morgan. Morgan has a single and a run scored this evening. Takes ball 1. The ball is popped up. Second baseman Freemer is there, and there are one out now here in the DCC third. Bring up Kaylee Rizzer. Kaylee will actually be playing in our All-Star basketball game a week from Sunday. Clarendon County YMCA, District 9, District 10 All-Star game. Scenic Rivers YMCA. Girls game at 2, boys game at 3:45. Admission $8. Will also be broadcast right here on the YDL Sports Network. Week late because of the Easter holiday. We usually do it the week after. There's a comebacker. Watson will take the out at first. On the play, Mitscavige goes to second. There are 2 outs for Lexi Berta. Berta has an RBI hit in this game. But as I was saying, we usually do the All-Star game this coming Sunday, but because of the Easter holiday, we had to move it back a week this year. Great host at the Clarendon County YMCA. If you've never been there, what a facility they built there a few years back. Strike 1, no balls in 1 strike. Jesse Kelly was running that, now running the entire Scenic Rivers YMCA, does a fantastic job. There's a ground ball. Will it get up the middle? It won't, but unable to make a play anywhere, and then slipping on the turf was a second baseman Freemer, and Berta will end up with an RBI out of that on the base hit. Just an unfortunate slip there by Freemer, who went to throw it and just had her feet go out from underneath her. And so it's now 6-0 DCC. It's going to be a base hit. Just one of those freaky plays where the second baseman, she just lost her footing out there. And on a softball diamond, that's going to generally cause problems. So it'll be an infield single for Berta. Another ribby for Berta. And now Kiki Foster takes a strike and is down in the count, no balls and 2 strikes. Foster had a ground ball RBI ground out last inning. 6-0 DCC now here in the third. Fouls it at the plate is Foster. Gotta love Foster's choice in numbers, 21. Every time I see that number, all you can think about is Roberto Clemente. And ironically enough, playing right field today. There's a ground ball. That's going to get through for the base hit. On the way to third goes Berta. Foster heading towards second on the throw. She'll be in there as she picks up her first hit of the season. It's a single to left. And now DCC has runners at second and third. And 2 outs for Jesse Frank. And now a chance for Frank to really break this one wide open for the Lady Cardinals. The seeing eye base hit by Foster. Has runners at second and third. First pitch to Frank, outside, ball 1. Frank walked in her first at bat. Her courtesy runner, Sachs, came around to score. That is down low, and it's now 2-0 on Frank. Two balls, no strikes on Jesse Frank. Comebacker. Watson throws it away. That's going to allow 2 more runs to score. Frank's going to go to second on the air, and DCC now leads 8-0. So the 2-base error on the pitcher Watson. Only one of the runs this inning against her has been earned. But runs they are nevertheless. And Lauren Davidson to the plate with DCC now leading 8-0. Takes ball 1. Courtesy runner out at second, I do believe, is Lily Sachs again. Two balls and no strikes on Davidson. And there's a base hit up the middle. Sachs is going to be waved home. Throw's going to get cut off, and it's now 9-0 DCC.
Now to bat, pitcher number 3, Riley Kubatsky.
3 RBIs for Davidson. And now Riley Kubatsky to the plate. Kubatsky with a chopper. That'll get up the middle. Stopping at second is Davidson. And the Lady Cardinals have batted around here in the third. As Kaylee Franklin, who started the inning with the inside the park home run, steps to the plate. So Franklin got this rally started with that inside the park home run to right. She takes ball one, runner heading to third, throw down to third, not in time. And moving up to second on the wild pitch is Kubatsky. Kubatsky running for herself, I think. Now runners at second and third. 1 ball and no strikes on Franklin. And another one's going to skip aside behind Smith, but this time staying at third is Davidson. Didn't get the read there, and it's 2 balls and no strikes now on Franklin. There's a swing and a foul ball. That's what I thought. Two and one here on Franklin. There's a ground ball. Freemer has it. Throw is another error, and that's going to score 2 more runs. And on her way to second is Franklin, and now it's 11-0 as the inning is just completely gone to heck for Brockway. Is a couple of errors, or otherwise they would have been out of this inning, still within a range of having an opportunity, but now they are trailing, and now runner heads to third, and she's safe there, is Franklin. On a ball 1 to Mitscavige. 11-0 DCC. Now you can start talking about if they can find a way to score 4 more runs, this game would be over on the 15-run rule. It's really not like DCC's offense has been crushing the ball, but Brockway's defense has just handed them a bunch of runs here in the inning. There's a ground ball to the shortstop, Schmader. Her throw across the diamond in time, and the inning mercifully comes to an end for Brockway, but not before DCC picks up 7 runs on 4 hits. There were 3 Brockway errors and 1 left on base. We go to the 4th. It is now all DuBois Central Catholic. They lead Brockway 11-0 here on the YDL Sports Network. Today's game being brought to you by the North Washington Rodeo. The North Washington Rodeo will be held August 13th through the 17th, 2024 at the North Washington Rodeo Arena on Oneida Valley Road in Petrolia. Find out more at northwashingtonvfd.com/rodeo. That's northwashingtonvfd.com/rodeo. Rain or shine, 8 p.m. every night, August 13th through the 17th. No, that seems far away. It'll be just around the corner. You will not want to miss the great action at the North Washington Rodeo. Also being brought to you by Acrisure right here in DuBois. Acrisure is the official insurance provider of the YDL Sports Network, D9 and 10sports.com, yourdailylocal.com. Find out more at 814-371-5270. George Heigl, Jake Heigl and Company. They'll take care of you. Acrisure.com/mid-Atlantic. So Schmader, Smith, and Orenko for DCC, or for Brockway against DCC here in the top of the 4th. Still looking for their first hit against Kolbatsky. Riley stares into the dugout, gets her signal, checks her wristband. Set for the pitch, made her showing bunt, bunts it. Oh, what a catch by Lydia Morgan. She read the bunt. She came in. She dives and makes a great catch. And there's one away here in the Brockway fourth. I'll bring up Mika Smith. So great reaction there by Lydia Morgan as she saw the bunt coming, charged hard. When the ball was up in the air, she dove for it and made a great catch. Swing and a miss, and it's no balls and 2 strikes. Wine in the 0-2, fouled straight back. Remains no balls and 2 strikes. Wine in the 0-2. That ball is popped out of play. Remains no balls and 2 strikes. Blatsky ready with the 0-2. Just a tad bit high, and it's 1 ball and 2 strikes. 1 and 2 here on Smith. She struck out looking in the first. We're in the fourth. 4 in the first, or 4 in the second, 7 in the third has DCC up 11-0. There's a ball hit to the third baseman, Mitscavage, quickly across the diamond to Morgan, and there's 2 away here in the Brockway fourth inning. Josie Arinko stepping in. Arinko struck out, but became the only base runner of the game for Brockway when she reached on the wild pitch. One of 8 strikeout victims of Kolbatsky. It's a called strike. There's a swing and a miss, and it's no balls and 2 strikes. So 0-2 on Aranko with 2 outs here in the fourth inning for Brockway. Nothing going on for the Rovers right now. Wine in the 0-2, swing and a miss, strike 3. Strikeout number 9 for Kolbatsky, and the inning comes to an end. For Brockway in the fourth, no runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on base. We go to the bottom of inning number 4. It is Du Bois Central Catholic 11, Brockway nothing. You're watching high school softball on the YDL Sports Network, powered by Acrisure in Du Bois.
Spring is here, and that means grilling season. Mike's Bilo in Reynoldsville has all your grilling needs covered with chicken, steak, pork chops, and more. You can check out all of Mike's Bilo's weekly specials from the comfort of your home at mikesbilo.com, where you will also find online coupons and recipes. Visit Mike's Bilo on South 5th Street in Reynoldsville today. Mike's Bilo's Foods, your friendly hometown supermarket. In both baseball and softball, as in bowling, there's nothing better than a perfect strike. And Du Bois Lanes on the Beeline in Du Bois has been serving up a striking good time for nearly 70 years and is here for all your bowling needs. At Du Bois Lanes, we have open bowling, leagues, birthday parties, and other special events, along with a great pro shop. Call today for open bowling hours or to book your next event. 814-371-0344. Check us out online at DuBoisLanes.com. Du Bois Lanes is hoping for a striking year for the DCC Cardinals.
Tap and Pay Plus is fundraising for the 21st century. Nothing to sell, nothing to hand out, nothing to do other than shop like you normally do. Have everybody that you know download the Tap and Pay Plus fundraising app and use it to pay at any of our 300 plus national brand partners. Then watch the money roll in. Learn more at tapandpayplus.com.
Back here at Heindel Field, Lydia Morgan will lead off for DCC here in the fourth. She is 1 for 2 with a single in the second and a run scored. Popped up to the second baseman last inning. Takes ball 1 from Miley Watson up high. Four in the second, 7 in the third for the DCC offense. Ball is fouled straight up, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike on Morgan. One in the 1-1. Fouled straight back, and it's 1 ball and 2 strikes. Galvis coaching first for DCC. Jordy Frank down at third, I'm sorry. Jesse's older sister. There's a ground ball. Second baseman Freemer has it go right through her wickets. So Morgan will be on the fourth air, all in the last 2 innings by Brockway. The leadoff batter is on for DCC here in inning number 4. That'll bring up Kaylee Risser. Risser is 1 for 2. There's a ground ball. Turning to second and not in time. That's going to be an infield single. And now we're going to have a pinch hitter, I do believe. Yeah, we're going to have a pinch hitter here.
It's number 18, Maggie Moffey.
So pinch hitting here, we'll get that here for you in a second. Pinch hitting for DCC. And pinch hitting for Berta will be number 18. That is Maggie Moffey. So Maggie Moffey will pinch hit here for Berta. So Moffey will have runners at first and second. Nobody out here in the fourth as she takes her first at bat. It's up high, ball 1. Maggie, a sophomore for DCC. Ready here, swing and a miss. 1 ball and 1 strike on Moffey. One in the 1-1. Fouled straight back, and it's 1 ball and 2 strikes. Morgan's at second. Risser's at first. 1 ball and 2 strikes on Maggie Moffey. Watson ready with the next pitch. Swing and a miss. Second strikeout, I'm sorry, for Watson, and now that'll bring up another pinch hitter. Courtney Zatzik will pinch hit for Foster. So Zatzik stepping in here now, her first at bat of the season. Called strike on the outside corner. Watson set Here's the next pitch. That ball is fouled out of play, heading towards the playground area over in right field, and it's no balls and 2 strikes on Zatzik. One in the 0-2. Zatzik pops it up. Third baseman over to make the catch. That is Helburn, and there's 2 away.
Now batting is catcher number 1, Jesse.
There's a ball off the glove of the catcher, Smith. So on the pass ball, the runners will move up 60 feet each. And so now second and third and 2 outs for Jesse Frank. Frank with a drive into the left field. That's going to score a run. It's going to score 2 runs. And now DCC leads 13-0 on the 2-run single by Jesse Frank to left field. So Frank, I'm assuming, is going to get courtesy ran for. She is, as Lily Sachs goes out. Sachs has scored a couple of runs as a courtesy runner. As Lauren Davidson steps to the plate, lucky 13 here for DCC. They lead 13-0 here in the 4th inning. Ball 1. So now a home run by Davidson puts this game in the books with the 15-run rule. One in the 1-0. Ground ball, shortstop Schmader will flip to second baseman Freemer, and that'll do it in the 4th for DCC, but not until the Cardinals push across 2 more runs. They now lead by the count of 13-0, and Brockway will need 4 in the 5th to keep this game from going into the 5-inning 10-run mercy rule. You're watching high school softball on the YDL Sports Network, powered by Acrisure. With locations in Shippenville and Tionesta, Tionesta Builder Supply is a full-service home improvement center specializing in everything you need to build or remodel your home. From power tools and accessories to paint and sundries and general hardware merchandise, Tionesta Builders has everything you need to get your project done quickly. Find out more at tionestabuilders.us and like them on Facebook. Allegheny Electric Service of St. Mary's has been providing industrial and commercial electrical solutions for over 35 years. They offer complete design, build, installation, and maintenance of automated systems for a variety of industries. Allegheny Electric designs and installs wiring and lighting for any size project, big or small. And when you find yourself in a jam, they'll get your machine or facility back up and running in no time. Call Allegheny Electric Service at 814-781-1940 or visit AlleghenyElectric.com.
When most places start preparing for a long winter's nap, we start living our best life. The mountainsides burning with color ignite something inside that now is the time to embrace what's around us. Warren County, Pennsylvania really is paradise, as we are surrounded with beautiful places and smiling faces. Warren County, Pennsylvania. Find your adventure, find your peace.
Back here at Heindel Field, DCC, if they can get 3 outs without allowing 4 runs, will start the season 1-0 with a 5-inning, 10-run victory. Swing and a miss, strike 1. There's a 0-1 pitch. She offered, and it's no balls and 2 strikes. So no balls and 2 strikes here on Patton, leading off here in inning number 5 for Brockway. Winding the pitch, swing and a miss, strikeout number 10 for Riley Kolbatsky. Bring up Eliza Powell. The only base runner against Kolbatsky was on the strikeout wild pitch. That is all that's keeping her right now from a perfect game. No balls and a strike here to Powell. Now it's 0-2. Powell struck out in her lone at bat in the second. Maybe even more impressively, Kolbatsky's only needed 47 pitches up to this point. Wind in the 0-2. Swing and a miss. Strikeout number 11 for Kolbatsky, and there's 2 away in the 5th inning. And now DCC 1 out away from putting this one in the books and starting the season 1-0. Lily Hilburn will step to the plate. There's a little pop up, and that'll do it as Lydia Morgan catches it, and it's a no-hitter in 5 innings for Riley Kolbatsky, and DCC takes their season opener by a count of 13-0 here this evening in DuBois. We'll be right back after this message. Spring is here, and that means grilling season. Mike's Bilo in Reynoldsville has all your grilling needs covered with chicken, steak, pork chops, and more. You can check out all of Mike's Bilo's weekly specials from the comfort of your home at mikesbilo.com, where you will also find online coupons and recipes. Visit Mike's Bilo on South 5th Street in Reynoldsville today. Mike's Bilo's Foods, your friendly hometown supermarket. So let's wrap things up here in DuBois. For DuBois Central Catholic, 13 runs on 11 hits, 3 RBIs for Lauren Davidson. She was 2 for 4 with a run scored. Couple of hits each for Berta and Franklin. Kelly Franklin, 2 for 3 with an RBI and a run scored. Lexi Berta, 2 for 2 with 2 RBIs and 2 runs scored. Jesse Frank also had 2 RBIs, going 1 for 2. Time to name our Allegheny Grill of Foxburg player of the game. Our Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, where you come for the food and you stay for the view. AlleghenyGrill.com. The Allegheny Grill of Foxburg player of the game today will be Riley Kolbatsky, who threw a season opening 5-inning no-hitter. She struck out 11, just came a wild pitch away from throwing the perfect game. So Riley Kolbatsky will get a t-shirt courtesy of the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg. We'll have an interview on the YDL Sports Network, D9and10sports.com, hopefully of Riley after this one as well. That'll do it for us here in DuBois, where DuBois Central Catholic defeats Brockway 13-0. Folks, probably won't talk to you again until after Easter, so everybody out there have a happy Easter. This is Chris Rossetti saying good night